Hey, this is Jeff Gilliland, Rep Burnett, with another Point Group tip. What is this
I had a
tip,
question
Brett?
for you.
Yeah.
I just wondered, how do I get more people in my group, and can I get more people in my group?
Well, I think, from experience, I think the number that we would like to keep them at is around 6 to 12. I think because, if we get any more than that, I think you lose the intimacy. I think people tend to clam up with more people. You get the smaller group, and people, they feel more comfortable, and maybe they open up, and you get to know that person a little better.
Well, that beats the whole reason for a small group, but if you get too many, it wouldn't be smaller.
Exactly.
What happens if you do get like 12 and a couple more people want to come over? I mean, what do you do? How do you handle that?
Well, I think if you get over 12, say, if we get upwards of 20, I think we probably want to start to see the host break them up into subgroups, maybe 3 or 4 people here and there, and break them up and try to make that intimate connection.
Can I also look for somebody that's really on board, and I think it'd be a good host, and say, hey, we need to bust this up. We need to bust this group up into smaller numbers. Can you go start one?
Absolutely. And I think that would be something where the host would go to that person and say, hey, I think you'd be a really good host. You might think about branching off and starting your own group. If you have to take a couple from the group that that's gotten larger, that's okay. But ultimately, that's what we want to do. We want to grow groups. We don't want to build them. We want to grow more groups and build more leaders and grow that way.
And I think the big thing about small groups, and Scott's always talking about it, is that they're totally relational. As a matter of fact, they're probably more relational than focus more on that than it is on anything else. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
So you can't be that relational with that many people.
No, I think, like I said before, I think people tend to they clam up, and you just don't get that intimate feeling. And also, your relationships go up. I mean, you're having to build relationships with 15 people, whereas before it was 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more difficult to do that.